Righty ho, welcome back to D&D in Kavran. I would say a brief recap, but last time so much happened that it's quite a long recap. So let's dive right in. Last time, chaos reigns is what I decided to uh, put at the start of my recap. Having successfully made it undetected to the Duke's bedroom, the party very tentatively examined their surroundings, as well as the two occupants of the bed. Aided by some carefully chosen spells and a hefty dose of
Really?
caution, the party discovered and figured out that the Duke had some kind of protection runes etched into his chest, as well as discovering the Duke's wife was in fact an illusion. And in a last effort to check their surroundings before interacting with the slumbering Duke, Stix cast Locate Object, which, when it failed to find a target of the spell, tipped the party off that this was not in fact the Duke, and they decided to leave. The next day, the party struggled to form a plan, unsure how to remove the necklace from the Duke without a confrontation with a dragon. They explored the small chapel at the base of the Black Spire, where preparations were being made for the initiation ceremony that evening. Overhearing the parents of the new initiate speaking with the Duke, Styx followed a guard back to the initiate's house, knocking him out and taking his uniform. Learning the initiates were a pair of bald twins escorting them back to the chapel. Using his connection to Elvis to miraculously get the elk to portray a startlingly good description to the waiting Arwen and Klari, Arwen rushed off to buy disguise potions while Klari waited to ambush the unsuspecting twins when Styx returned. Having subdued the twins and taken on their appearance, the party was ready. However, Arwen, now disguised as the guard, decided to emerge and speak to the parents of the twins as they departed the church. Arousing suspicions, the Lord and Lady ordered their guard to take her into custody, at which point Klari, acting fast, knocked the parents and guard out with a well-timed sleep spell, giving the party just enough time to tie everyone up. Now, with 6 unconscious witnesses, the party prepares to enter the church.
Last session was pretty much, oh shit! Just, oh shit, smack across the face. Well, yeah, that'll sort it for now. Oh shit, smack across the face. Yeah. Then I knocked out someone in an alley, and he's still there in a bunch of plant. That was a really useful spell, fucking hogtied. It was fucking chaos. Right. So both the parents are knocked out. Guard knocked out. Arwen is now with us, not in custody anymore. We're all heading to the chapel.
Have we put them up the tree yet?
Yes.
Yes, you have tied
Elvis
them
put
to
them
the
up
tree.
for free, and is waiting
Perfect.
there with a butt kick. That's the instructions I told Elvis: is if any of them wake up, butt kick them back to sleep.
Awesome. I can't wait for this.
Just so mean. It's like they're all gonna be, what?
It's not mean, it's necessary. No.
Oh, I'm getting denounced for this shit.
No. It'll be fine. No one will know.
Right. So I'm in a bald cap. Clary's in a bald cap, and you're just a guard.
I have a full head of hair.
Oh yeah, no, we're magically bald. That's it. So our hair actually did fall off. It's just going to grow back soon. Right. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Oh dear.
Just to double check, what is everyone wearing and what are you doing with your equipment?
Our equipment. Oh yes, our equipment was all shoved into Arwen's bag of holding.
Okay.
I am wearing my dimension door cloak around my waist, underneath my robes.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna say around my leg.
Around your leg.
Yes, like wrapped up around my leg, like a sort of like leg.
Okay.
You know, like
Stick
when
has
I'm
one larger leg.
no. You see, because I've taken it and I've wrapped it around, not like bundle it up and wrap it around. I've spread it out thin and then wrapped it around
Right.
so that it
But
kind
this
of
it's
blends
still a cloak.
into.
It's
Yeah,
still a
yeah,
cape.
yeah.
The
It's
amount of
blended.
material there will increase the size of your leg compared to the non-wrapped one.
No. It's blended under my trousers.
It's so together.
Oh dear.
It's we don't have any blankets small enough or thin enough to demonstrate what I'm trying to do here. But fine. Okay. If my leg
Okay.
is visibly,
Imagine a towel.
yeah, I can. Yeah,
Imagine if you wrapped a towel around your leg, there would be some increase to. It was just a flyaway comment. You're wearing robes over the top. No one can see your legs. It's fine.
if we had that 10 minutes, I would go and wrap a towel around my leg, and then I would make you guess which leg it was wrapped.
Okay. All right. Well, if you do that after the session, if you remember that, if I can't guess, you can have a post session inspiration point.
Boom! There we go. That plan. So I've got it wrapped around my leg under my robes, and we'll
Mhm.
go because I'm worried I'm gonna have to take my shirt off to do some weird shit. I don't know. These people are weird.
Okay.
Those people are weird.
Shut up.
Oh dear.
I'd
So-
like to keep my on me.
Sorry.
I'd like to keep my dagger hidden somewhere on me.
Okay. Yeah. Just the one dagger.
Just oh. How many daggers do you have?
I don't know. How many daggers could you visibly hide without? Yeah.
If you've got leg strap for your dagger, you can easily strap it to your leg if you've got big robes on.
Yeah, they're like big flowy robes. I feel like you could get one or two, like one on each leg. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine oh, like in not Shaun of the Dead, the other one, Hot Fuzz, when they've all got the big robes on and they're just like a big cloak around the bottom. It's like it's like wearing a massively oversized dress with a hood. So no one can really tell what's going on with your legs.
You could definitely keep a dagger in.
Yeah, then I'm gonna keep my element dagger on one leg and one of the bone daggers on the other.
Cool. Okay. Right. So you make your way up through the statue columns towards the church itself. Walking between the two rows of columns and statues as they lead to the entrance. Inside, you can see that there are a couple of priests or acolytes. One seems to be moving around, just sort of sweeping out bits of leaves and twigs and stuff that have blown in through the large open entrance. This cave-like entrance to this church. Another one seems to be tending to Lord Syrax, where he sits upon this big dragon-sized plinth on a chair. Who seems to be taking away? The Duke seems to have finished off this bowl of sort of sugared fruit that he was gifted, and you can see that they are walking away. Having deposited another plate of food. This looks to me maybe some chicken or something like that for his lunch. But he's just sat as you make your way up into the church itself. What I'm going to do is, this is in no way trying to indicate that a combat is in any way imminent, but I am going to throw you over to the map I have for this so you can get a better sense of what the environment looks like. So you can see the Duke here, you can see there are a couple of acolytes, and there are two doors behind, as well as various trees between the circular things down here are the columns, and then the statues are on the rectangular plinths. So this is what the environment looks like as you guys walk up.
Okay. We're sort of walking up from the bottom up. Just sort of meander up to the space,
Mm-hmm.
and just sort of very solemnly and silently just nod of the head.
Yeah. As you get close, you recognize that the acolyte doing the sweeping is the one you encountered previously, an acolyte by the name of Amrissa. She's there, and just sort of sort of glances in your direction, and then goes back to what she's doing as you enter the church itself. The Duke, with his sort of head bowed over this plate, when he hears your footsteps as you start to walk between the rows of pews, looks in your direction and sort of just regards you all with a somewhat discerning eye. Greetings. I don't believe we've had the pleasure before. I take it you are our new acolytes to be.
Indeed, my lord. My name is. What were their names again? The two twins. I did ask them their names.
You did ask them. Their names were Regulus and Tacita.
Regulus and Tacita. So you're Tacita. I'm Regulus. That's a cool name, Regulus. Indeed, my lord. I am Regulus. This is my sister Tacita. We are beyond excited to be here today.
I was not expecting one day this evening, but your eagerness is to be commended. I'm sure Hortensia will be grateful to have the additional time to make sure everything is sorted.
Indeed. Yeah, we are ready when you are, I suppose.
We'll have to wait for everyone to be properly gathered, as I say. We're not expecting the ceremony until this evening. But do carry on through. Don't let me stop you, as I say. Hortensia will be pleased to get everything sorted for this evening.
Brilliant. Yeah, and I guess we can continue on through. Though, is he wearing the necklace?
Yes, you can see he is wearing this, it is a very, ornate, gold mayoral style chain. It hangs very low with this purple crystal set in this, gold frame. So it looks very much like it would be like a chain of office and very fitting on the Duke.
Might give a look to Arwen and to Klari. Because, I mean, maybe it'd be best to get him now before later on when everyone arrives.
I can agree with that.
Maybe it'd be. I guess this would all be just sort of like as we're sort of past, just as we've sort of passed him, just thinking, and you guys can obviously discuss it in your messenger way.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously later on, yeah, a lot more people are going to arrive.
So you make your way through one of these doors, and you find yourselves in a long corridor. This corridor runs left to right, and you can see off the various sides there are a number of doors. The corridors are quite long and disappear into the gloom. They aren't actually lit back here, other than a single lantern that sits in between the two doors. You can see there are various sort of sconces and empty or dark lanterns and things like that. It seems for this corridor itself is very, very dim. Off to your right, one thing that does catch your eye is one of the doors is partially blocked up. Bits of stone and things have been semi-neatly arranged on top of it to block one of the doors. So, as you enter and you pause to look around, you pause briefly for a few moments, and pushing out of one of the doors into the hallway, you see quite a large, broad-bellied, red-skinned kobold with a bare-chested, apart from this quite sort of it's clean, like it looks like it was very clean, but there are several one looks like fresh food stains upon it. So clearly a garment that's taken care of, but does seem to be spattered with a little bit of food at the moment. And sort of looks at you all and goes, "Oh, the new recruits, I guess. I've not seen you before. Hortensia." Just a brief pause. "Hortensia, they're here early." And then he just like carries on, like goes down the corridor a little bit, pushes through. As he pushes through this door, this very inviting smell wafts into the corridor, and then is cut off as the door swings shut behind him. And from down the corridor to the left, another door is pushed open, and this halfling figure steps out into the corridor. She says, "Oh, yes, as I see, you are early. Well, that is good. We can make do with that. Better early than late. Please do come this way. You're a house guard or something, I take it?
Yes.
Oh, right.
He doesn't talk much. But yes, this is our house guard. We ensure we go nowhere without her. We trust her with our lives, given everything is.
I see. Well, ordinarily we do not allow. Madam, if you will just kindly wait here, or please feel free to return to her lord, his lord and ladyship. I'm sure they will find use for you, but you may rest assured your charges will be well cared for here. They are becoming part of our family today.
Um, I will wait here. I am their guard. The Lord and Lady have no need for me.
Well, please do not wonder if you were to be found in the wrong place. It may be taken ill by those who find you. So, for your own protection, please do stay by the lantern.
I'll stay by the lantern.
And then, yeah, she like turns and ushers you, Stix and Klari, to sort of beckons along behind you. Yes.
Is the lantern detachable?
It looks to be in a fixed bracket, like a fixed metal bracket. It's not to say that it couldn't be removed, but it's not just it's not like a lantern on a hook. The whole bracket is built into the wall. Also,
I'll stay
I'm
by the
assuming you've
lantern.
left Hugo with Elvis as well.
Yeah.
For the purpose of bonking people who wake up when they're not supposed to.
Yes.
You guys
Okay.
keep a watch over all the unconscious people for Elvis to whack.
Okay. So, Stix and Klari, you are escorted down the corridor. And a little way, he says, well, we might as well start here. This room here, she gestures to one of the, is to be your accommodation while you remain and reside here. Obviously, you are welcome to reside in your family home should you wish, but there may be times where we require you to stay here for training and various other things, and it's just easier, as well as a safe haven should you wish when returning to or from your duties. Which will go through your various initiation processes in a minute, but you do come in, and she like pushes open the door again, and you can see that there is a moderately sized room inside, and on the floor in between what looks to be a large amount of pieces of furniture. You can see that there is an acolyte sort of trying to piece things together. And she's got a piece of paper in her hand, and she's just sort of turning it over and over. And as Hortensia goes in, she sort of says, Maricela, this was all supposed to be done already. We will be behind schedule. The acolytes have arrived early. And this girl looks up and goes, I'm terribly sorry, but I cannot decipher these instructions. What did you say the name of that carpenter was that provided these? And she's just like turning them over and like flipping them and the stuff on the back. And it's like, his name was Iakia.
I knew it!
Like, well, I sort of turns towards the two of you. So rest assured, we will make sure that your accommodations are prepared by the time the ceremony is over this evening. Let us move on.
Yes, let us move on.
She looks back at you. Well, we might as well carry on. Let us head. I will continue to and she shows you through a few more rooms. Things like communal bathroom, showers, stuff like that. Places where you can find like freshly laundered robes and clothes and stuff like that. Says, if you need. Some of our individuals prefer to have their things taken care of personally by their families and what have you, and some are happy to share. Just do whatever makes yourselves feel comfortable, whatever makes it feel like home for you. And he says, and he sort of turns to you and says, and how is Guise? I heard good things from him. He highly recommended you for this position.
Right as well.
That is good to hear. I was ashamed that his business keeps him away for such long periods, but I'm sure he will be pleased to learn of your ascension on his return. Yeah, and she sort of takes you through and takes you through the various, rooms and amenities and stuff like that, so, of course. And and lastly, before we get to the serious matters, this is the kitchen. She pushes open the door, and that delicious smell wafts through the kitchen again. You briefly met our chef already. This is Drowser, and this immensely like fat kobold. There is like this big in the kitchen is a big like square central like counter with various pots and things on, and you can see sort of like underneath it there are like stone doors, and the top is made of metal, and you can see the stone doors have little windows in them. You can see like multiple fires are flickering underneath, heating up this giant basically like countertop, and there is this enormous pot on it. It's maybe sort of like 3 feet wide and like 2 feet high, and then from behind it you just see this little kobold head emerge again, looking over. Like, oh, hello, do come in. And he like takes like this big ladle out and dunks it in. Just starts like serving it out into bowls, and just like, and he's like, not now, Drowser, we do not have the time to stay and eat. He's like, turns in a sort of like a stage whisper, magnificent cook, but will not almost never take no for an answer. So if you're hungry, do stop by. He loves nothing more than to feed people.
Everyone's grandmother.
So walking through this place, am I clocking that this is like there are a lot of people in here?
No, it is quite empty at the moment. You can see that there are a lot of rooms. You haven't been shown all of them, but you have been shown that there is the space for a large number of people in terms of the number of rooms. The size of like the bathroom, the dining room, the showers, those sorts of things. There are space for a lot of people, but you're not seeing people toing and froing in the corridors. There's not like a lot of hustle and bustle in this place, but there is space for a lot of people. It is also quite cramped. Klari, you're probably all right, being of shorter stature, but Stix, the ceilings are like maybe like 6 foot, so they are close to your head. It feels cramped and tight. The doorways, on the other hand, are shorter and wider. So they are more square than they are still rectangular, but they are closer to being square than like a standard door in our houses would be.
Okay.
So the dragon can't be that big.
How do you mean?
Well, if the doors are only 6 foot high,
Yeah, but the dragon isn't coming through here.
well, he
assume-
might get peckish.
Then he'd have stuff brought out to him. I reckon the dragon's like the size of that plinth that we can see him on the map there. Could be a
What if he wants a midnight snack?
he wakes someone up and says, "Oi, get me a midnight snack." I would assume.
Yeah, probably.
I'm slightly worried, and obviously Stix doesn't have a messenger ring right now, so Stix is just internalizing, thinking this. What the fuck are we doing? We're just being shown through this place. We should have tried to grab it earlier on. Realistically, I should have just grabbed it, and then in the surprise, Dimension Door me and Klari out. That would.
Fuck Arwen, I guess.
Well, no, and then you not be there. You like I would have said you shouldn't have been there, or you shouldn't be there as a bird, like flying above.
Mm-hmm.
This is all hindsight is going on. Yeah, fuck Arwen. She'll cover our escape, and we'll say nice things about her in her funeral.
It was all an illusion.
Well, this would be where we would come back downstairs, and then Arwen's like an unyielding member of this cult all of a sudden, and she's like got green eyes and just hello Stix, hello Klari. Would you like to join me at the Great One? It'd be all weird and creepy. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Now we're being shown a kitchen with a kobold with a massive fucking pot of stew. And some guy trying to put together an IKEA Flugenblur bed. This is we're in too deep here, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, just before you leave the kitchen, you know, taking a look around, you do spot, you know, numerous pots and pans and things hung up, you know, lots of things pinned to the wall in various places, big stack of dirty dishes off to one side. The thing that stands out is mounted on one wall to the end is this large carved figurehead. It is this enormous, it has this enormous maw of teeth, has a snout-like nose, and two enormous horns that point forwards over the eyes, as well as like a crest of spines that you can just start to see coming sort of out the back of the neck before, you know, the statue becomes part of the wall. You can see it's, you know, it is green in color, which makes it sort of stand out from the black stone of the wall. But it looks like it's got some sort of rendering or painting or some sort of covering over it to make it not look like this.
Perhaps draconic in nature.
Make a nature check.
Oh, I haven't got yeah, that seems stupid.
Rookie nature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good sign that I had to do a loading thing to get the loading D20 up. Right. Nature. That is a 12.
Well,
Nature.
Don't
certainly not any dragon that you have encountered in life or in picture, but maybe it shares some elements. You're not too sure.
It's definitely a big thing at the Great One. It's got two big old horns.
Ew, is that what the Great One looks like? No, don't like it.
Yes. But while all this is going on, we shall quickly jump back to Arwen, who I think may have had some ideas of some mischief to cause.
What? No, never. I've never thought of mischief. I take this thing off the wall.
Okay, how would you like to do so? It is like
How is it
it's like
attached?
it's like a lamp, and there's like a ring that connects it. There's like two like interlocking rings. It would help if I held my hands lower so you can actually see. It's like two interlocking rings, and then like a bar that goes up and like turns 90 degrees and like connects to the wall. And then where it meets the wall, it like splits and like half the bar goes up and half the bar points down.
Can I melt that part?
You probably can't melt it, but you can heat it up to potentially make it more malleable, I'd say.
Okay, can I
Depending.
heat it up to make it more malleable, then rip it off of the wall
Okay, so you're going to just
or the
try and
other piece of metal?
forcibly pull it out.
Yes, please.
Okay, what are you using to heat it up?
My hand. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, I could do that later. I'm gonna use burning hands.
Okay, so you'd like go up to it and just like use burning hands and just like scorch the wall a little bit. The stone here is very black, so it is hard to see any sort of scorch marks or anything like that on it. Make a strength check for me.
Strength. I said boop. 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 20 boop.
Yeah, like this thing has clearly been here for some time, and as you scorch it, like a bunch of rust like flakes off. And yeah, you manage to soften this thing up, and you like give it like a twist as it comes, and it comes out pretty easily under your grip.
Awesome. I now have the lantern.
Okay, so you have a lantern. I say, this maybe you're pretty early on in Stix and Clary's sort of little tour, so they're still going. They haven't quite got to the kitchen yet. Where would you like to go? They've gone left.
Okay. So the way that we've just been is just all the stuff we've already seen, isn't it?
So you've come through the doors at the back of the church, and there is a long corridor that runs left to right. Multiple rooms off the corridor in both directions. Stix and Klari have been led to the left, and are being shown into various doors on that side.
I will go to the right.
Okay. One of the first doors you come to is that stone one or the one that's partially bricked up. You can see that there are a few stones, and these stones don't match, by the way. That is the thing that stands out the most. Because everything here is basically made of the same sort of black and purplish stone. It's very, very dark, very, very eerie when there aren't light sources. The rooms you're being led into, Stix and Klari, are brightly lit. There are candles and torches and things like that. But the corridor itself is very dark and very spooky and very sort of eerie. The stone that bricks up this door is normal grey stone. It's not the like black and purple onyx that makes up the rest of the walls and things.
Can I like if it's half bricked up, can I like look through the bricks?
Yeah, there are some gaps and things like that you could peer through.
I would.
Yeah. Make a perception check with disadvantage to like peek through.
I think I don't have disadvantage. Hold on. Give me a second. I have advantage on wisdom perception checks.
So just a regular roll then. 14. You can make out a number of shapes in the gloom that look to be almost like tables with people on them. So a large.
People moving or statue?
You reckon probably statues. Tables look like tables with statues laid upon them.
Oh, like sarcophagus guy. You know, you have like those sarcophagi where you've got like stone people like lying on it as if the person's just like sleeping.
Ooh. Arwen has got the heebie-jeebies.
Condition heebie-jeebies.
You would also spot
Yes.
through the gloom the same figurehead mounted on the wall at like sort of the far end of the room. This one is not green. You can see it's just the details are harder to make out because they are sort of blend into the black stone as well. But you would see the same sort of snubbed maw open with many fanged teeth and two like very large horns that point forwards.
Can I make any checks to work out what the hell this might be?
Are you referring to the creature or the room?
The creature.
Okay, yeah, the creature would be a nature check.
Nature.
A 6.
No.
You can just see something large with big teeth and horns, and it's it hasn't been colored or anything like that. It blends quite well into the dark stone behind it, as it's made from the same stone. So you're not really sure what sort of creature it is.
Can I make a check about the room as a whole?
Yes. What sort of check are you thinking of making? What information are you trying to
Probably
discern?
like what these statues and tables are, like why they're there and why it's possibly bricked up.
Okay. Make a history check then.
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
Many different races have their own funeral rites. You don't know what all of them are, but one thing that you do recall from your dwarven mentor is that dwarves always bury themselves. Well, they don't bury themselves; they bury each other in stone. If a dwarf lets another dwarf reside in what they consider a lesser material without due cause, it is a serious offense.
Right. Do we know if this town used to be like this is a human town?
Yes, Blackspire is a majority human settlement. There are other things as well. You'd know that elves like to rest in nature, so they like to rest in sort of earth and with plants and things like that. A lot of them believe in reincarnation. Believe that if they are within nature, they will come back as different aspects of nature. Humans are a bit, they're very like we are, in terms of
You go in the
they'll,
ground.
they'll bury people in
Weird.
the ground, and that some of them will be cremated, stuff like that. Dragons are very much, or dragonborn are very much about cremation. They see fire as a very sort of cleansing thing to return them to the beyond as ashes. And orcs are very fond of burial at sea. Again, because they have that affinity with the ocean, they believe in returning to where they've come from.
So this is possibly dwarven.
Yes, your history check would. It's not guaranteed to be dwarven, but it does seem likely. It is entirely possible that this is something human. You're not 100% sure about sort of like halflings and things like that, or gnomes, and what their sort of standard funeral rites are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with your sort of perception
Okay.
and things like that, there you've narrowed down some options, but without being closer to actually sort of examine these things up closely, it's hard to tell.
Okay. I will carry on for now.
Okay, you're moving on to another room?
I will remember this. Yes.
Okay. All right then. You carry on and pick another door at random, and you enter into there. What you find is what looks to be some sort of armory itself. There are a number of weapon racks of like sort of basic swords and things like that. It looks like you open up one of the chests and it looks like it's got a number of sort of pieces of leather armor in, stuff like that. You can see there is sort of a couple of shields and things. One thing that does sort of take your interest is what looks to be like a locked glass-fronted cabinet. Like it's a big glass cabinet and it's got like almost like a wooden like slide across the front.
Mm-hmm.
That like is like keeping it in place with like a big like padlock to like hold it down. You can see there's like a couple of like iron rings on the sides that like padlock it in place. But inside this, there are a large number of different vials, potions, and various things like that you can make out.
Do any of them look familiar to something that I've seen before?
Make another history check to see what you can remember from your own past. 11. Some of them you're struggling to remember, maybe similar colors, things like that. But there's a lot of colors that things could be. You're struggling to being unable to read any of the labels. You're struggling to narrow down the natures of these things exactly. Right. For the time being, we shall return to Stix and Klari. So, you are led out of the kitchen, and Hortensia leads you up the corridor. There is an almost imperceptible sort of like raise of her eyebrow, or sort of like turn of her head as she looks at where the lantern is missing. But no comment is made at this time. She leads you on and she says, yes, well, if those are all the things you need to live, now we need all the things for you to do your job once you are initiated. So please, do come this way. One thing I did forget, as I now double check my notes, is over the doorway of that bricked up room, there is an etching in the lintel above that has been like scratched through. Does anyone read Dwarvish?
I think I've read Dwarvish.
Me? Oh shit!
Hold on. Language: Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Goblin. Yeah, I can read
Okay.
Dwarvish.
So as you're walking up the corridor, Stix, you would see that this like sort of crude scratching out, you can still make out the words that say, in Dwarvish, may all who lie here in rest be welcomed into Dweller's embrace.
Dweller's embrace. Okay. So, yeah, looking at that, I don't even need to go in there. That's a tomb of some kind. And this is all within, like, the chapel. And this chapel is...
So basically, behind the main church, there is this very like long corridor that spreads out with numerous rooms on both sides that spreads left to right.
And this is all within the spire.
Yes.
So this spire is actually like some kind of like dwarven ruin that this fucking dragon just jumped into one day. Son of a bitch. Bastard. If I had my dwarven belt on right now, I'd be a lot more angry. Actually, I think I would still have that on. I just would have it on underneath because I want my HP still and my resistances. So I just have it on like underneath.
You'd probably. Oh yeah. And we've already trimmed your beard for the day, so it's fine.
I took that potion. Hair came off everywhere. Let's go. So we're back in the main room. We would notice that Arwen's not here. Not
Yes,
only,
you would notice that. Yes.
yeah, I just sort of give Clary a look. Roll my eyes a bit. Like, fuck. It's currently only us and Hortensia in this room right now.
So you are like back in the main corridor, being led down towards the next room. And this time
Okay.
she's gone to the right hand, towards the right hand end of the corridor.
Okay. Follow her. Where are we going?
Okay.
I've just been.
Yeah. So she leads you into a reasonably empty room. There is like a large desk and a few chairs, as well as a number of combative instruments like a spear, a sword, a couple of daggers, a bow, things like that, sort of laid off the side. There are a couple of targets as well. And she says, "Well, now we get to the formal introductions, as it were, into your job. While I have had an assessment from Guise, I would like to make my own of your capabilities before we decide what sort of things you will be doing for us. Please." And she settles herself behind the desk. Take the weapons appropriate that you most desire, and demonstrate for me. I would like to see your form and technique.
Oh, do we just knock her out? Should we just knock her out? Part of me thinks that might be a good idea. But then part of me just thinks we should just fucking go along with this. Right. Yeah, I'll grab a sword and just start sort of demonstrating on one of the dummies or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, make
Package
5 attack rolls for me, just as a...
5 attack rolls.
Yeah,
Just
as like a
just
good frame of reference.
take away 1 from each of these. 15, 18, 27, 18, 12. Oh, I promise I'm really good at it. That's okay.
It's an average of 18.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So Stix selects the sword first. What about you, Clary? What are you drawn to first? Yeah, there's a spear, there are a couple of daggers, short sword, longbow, short bow.
Daggers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Are you thinking in melee or ranged for Clary? Or a combination? It's up to you.
Just a shot skill.
Let's just go melee. Just go over that.
Okay. Yeah. So like similar to Stix, you take your daggers and you go up and you demonstrate your technique on the target. Can you do the same thing for me? 5 attack rolls.
Just go right.
Yeah.
Oh, my sheet's frozen. Okay.
Yeah, I think like a bone dagger should be just a normal dagger.
So fine.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a crit in there. That's all pretty fun. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Interesting. How illuminating. I think that's given me a good idea of some of your physical capabilities. Now I'm going to run you through a series of scenarios that I'd like you to describe how you would instinctively deal with. What she proceeds to run you through are a series of fictitious scenarios where you would be required to use some form of physical stealth, social stealth, or problem solving to work your way out of. One of them is like an infiltration, and she asks, how would you go about that? Would you try and sneak your way in? Would you try and get a disguise and bluff your way in? That sort of thing. So she runs you. So can both of you make, again, 5 rolls for me? Two can be normal stealth. So 3 can be normal stealth. The other 2 have to be some other way that you would deal with some sort of problem or infiltration. And you realize all of these are based around getting in somewhere or you're not supposed to be, or getting out of somewhere you're not supposed to be. You quickly pick up on are the various scenarios and things like that.
Well, so 3 can be normal stealth.
Yeah, you can't basically. You can only do 3 of the same. So you can do.
Right.
You could do charisma stealth for like social stealth or something like that.
I'm gonna do
But
stealth.
if you sort of start to do too much of the same, she's kind of sort of disapproves. It's like, okay, well, I'd like to see your versatility. If that was an option, how she's like encourages you to come up with something else as part of this assessment.
Right. I'm gonna do stealth. Stealth my in. Nat 20. Boom. I'm gonna do athletics, climbing, and mover places. 16. I'm gonna do persuasion. Use my persuasive skills to get me in to a place. That's pretty sad. And then I'm gonna do fucking athletics again because there we go. Wait, that's only 4. I'm gonna do persuasion again. Weirdly, persuasion is my highest stat other than survival, but I can't really see how survival work. So I was more about like living out in the wild. So I do persuasion again. Fuck, it's a lot of bad rolls. Yeah, that's me. There you go. Well, you do 5 rolls of any skill into 100 points. So, for example, stealth. So, step checks. We don't need them right here, right now.
Oh, right. This is some demonstrative skill.
She's just asking for
Just
With these scenarios, there might be things like sort of follow-up questions. If you said you would just try and sneak in, she might like close her eyes and ask you to demonstrate moving quietly so she can assess, some of your physical stealth capabilities, those sorts of things. She might follow up with additional questions as to sort of how you might do something. If you said, oh, you were going to persuade, maybe those are the things that sort of trip Stix up a little bit, where he's like got a good first line, but then hasn't quite thought it through enough to have a follow-up.
just demonstrate.
I think that you might be right. But unfortunately, but yeah, maybe. But hey, what goes? I can't think of another way out.
I'm confused. We have to pick 5 skills.
She's basically like asking us questions like, oh, how would you get out of this place? How would you get into this place? What would you do in this situation? You have to, skills that happening.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
stealth.
it'd be things like there is a commotion at the marketplace, and the guards try to prevent people leaving. You have an urgent appointment for business for us that you must attend to in a time-critical manner. How do you escape the market without the guards seeing you? Something like that might be a scenario.
I'm gonna do stealth, but I'm gonna intentionally not do the best that I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like a good for the average person kind of stealth.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it with the intention to.
Yeah. Well, why don't you roll the number of stealths that you demonstrate, and then we can, depending on what they are, we can maybe take rather than applying your what's it called? Not faultless luck. Not peerless skill.
Oh yeah, the thing.
Reliable talent.
The 10, yeah.
Maybe we'll take the flat rolls or.
Also, doesn't 5 different.
You can roll 3 of the same.
Okay. What was
I did stealth, athletics, persuasion, athletics, persuasion.
we will do.
Okay. Roll perception.
3. No, I'm gonna do 3 stealth. Okay, well that's good.
Oh Lord.
Really. And then I will do acrobatics. Is that the...
Yeah. Climbing your way in, jumping in, leaping, crisscrossing.
Again, I'm just gonna take 2 acrobatic.
Oh, your normal rolls are insane.
Take Klari. And then I will do 1.
That's it.
Oh wait. Oh, that is 5. I can't count. Ignore me.
And then the final portion of this little test seems to be like a quick-fire quiz. A variety of sort of like nature-based questions as well as sort of medicine and alchemy type things. So can you each make me 1 nature, 1 survival, and 1 medicine and 1 intelligence check for me?
1 nature, 1 survival, 1. Oh God. Okay. So 1 nature, 1 survival, 1 what?
Medicine and 1 intelligence check.
Oh, right up until the intelligence, you were speaking my goddamn language. Oh,
So that's 46.
medicine. We're not very good at medicine or intelligence.
35, 13. Yeah, it gets to this portion and she's like frowns a little bit and says, yes, well, it seems those guys may have been a little bit lax in you seem to have a remarkable knowledge of the practical applications of travel and survival. But there are some elements where you're, although all in all, I'm very impressed with Gaius's teachings. I shall bear that all in mind. But for now, we need to get you outfitted. Please follow me, and I shall take you to see Ursus. At which point, what are you doing? So you were,
Am
maybe
I?
in this room, you heard the footsteps of Klari and Stix go past this. You're in this sort of like armory / storeroom. What would you like to do?
Was there any other rooms down this way?
Yes, there are several.
Can I go and have a look at some other rooms?
Yes, yeah. So you head down the corridor. There are a handful of rooms. You push one open. Like a strong sort of like sulfuric sort of musty smell fills your nostrils, and you can see that there are large amounts of like what look like sort of raw materials here. You have bolts of cloth, bits of leather, things like that, as well as like sacks of like coal and things. You can also like oil for lanterns, all the various sort of a bunch of like basic amenities that would be used. Pushing on, you try another door, and as you enter, you can hear a sort of a series of like little pops and clicks and whirrings and things like that. The sort of the bubblings and the drippings of liquids moving. This room is smaller. You can see that there is a large amount of glasswork arrayed on benches around the edge, as well as on the back wall there is a big like sheet hung up effectively that covers the back wall. You can see a sort of at desk level. It has been sort of splashed and stained over time, and you can see where maybe sort of like little sparks or burns or acid spills or something like that have gone through it. There's a little glimpse of sort of like a bright color, but on the wall behind. The room is currently empty as well. You notice. But there are bottles and potions and little like cubes of glass, things heating, liquids bubbling. Various alchemical processes are happening. Things are being distilled and brewed and what have you.
Can I identify anything that might be being brewed just from, being with Matilda and stuff, seeing what she kind of.
Yeah, you can either make an. There's not really an alchemical skill, so it'd be like an intelligence check. To work things out, or you could make a nature check on some of the raw ingredients that you find. There's bits of sort of like ground up powders, sort of liquids and various things like that.
It doesn't actually matter, so I'll just do nature.
Maybe it's the
Yes.
situation. That's just the sort of the nervousness, the pressure of the situation, the unfamiliarity of it all is just getting to you in this moment, and you're not quite able to work out. I mean, you do spot some obvious things, like there is a collection of what look like dead spiders, with their and like spider fangs and things like that. There are some basic sort of raw materials there that you can identify, but not too much in depth at the moment.
I can. I mean, that's not really going to do anything. No, don't worry. Mm. Um, can I look at the wall that's behind the sheet?
Yeah. So you how would you do it? So there are like desks in front with like glass around the sheet, so like hangs down.
Kind of lean over, get the sheet, and just kind of pick it up and like put my head under.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, just make a dex check to avoid smashing too much glass as you like drag this sheet around.
Do I? Can I do it stealthily?
This is more about your like avoiding like dragging the sheet in the wrong over the wrong thing.
Fine.
I mean, if you can explain how like stealth would aid.
Guess so. I feel like stealth is very precise and intentional with their movements, so they know that where kind of you're standing to not make a noise, which is the same as what I'd be doing, but to try not to break glass.
I don't know.
Yes, get in there. Advantage.
How do you get
Oh, that's the one.
twice?
Yeah. So you manage to find a nice gap and sort of like reach through, neatly like turning some of these things and like raising this up, and you can see you reveal a section of the wall behind that has this mosaic upon it. The bit of the mosaic that you can see looks to be a more simplistic version of the whole of the creature that you saw the head of. You recognize the large horns and body of it, and it seems to be down, sort of like down the surrounds of it is sort of like greys and browns, as if maybe like this scene is depicted as being underground, and right at the bottom is this creature that looks to be sort of curled up, slumbering with an aura around it, sort of a bluish gold aura surrounding it, is what you can see as you lift up the bottom of the wall. There's more above, but you don't know whether it'd be possible to pull the sheet out of the way to see above without moving a lot of this glasswork and things before.
Did I make a nature check when I was looking at this thing before?
You did,
Yeah,
but now
I
you have
did.
like a different view of it. You can make another one.
Can I make a history check?
Yes, you can make a history check if you prefer.
Could I do it with advantage just to try and think about specifically dwarven things that I might have picked up from Grader in the old days?
I won't say you can have an advantage, but this is something because your history means this is something you could potentially know, rather than there being no
Yeah.
chance that you know.
Mhm. Okay, it's
19.
okay. That's
Okay,
okay.
so you
Also,
don't know the name of this creature.
Mhm.
What you do know is this creature was referred to as the Devourer, and a
Yeah.
clan of dwarves broke away from the normal dwarven religion. And in doing so, they built a foundation of religion about a great devourer that was trapped within the earth somewhere, and their job as followers of was to rescue it because it would essentially cleanse the world by devouring by devouring everything and allowing a fresh start.
I know what this fucking creature is. I've just fucking thought about it 5 seconds.
I'll never tell.
It's Tarask. It's Tarask. Dwarf people wanted a Tarask. Because dwarves are weird. Back. Bastards, a lot of them.
And you also know the name of this clan.
Like a big armadillo. Sorry.
You know the name of this clan was Blodemins.
Blodoms.
Blodemins, which would translate in Dwarvish to
Blodemins.
blood mines or blood miners.
So those are blood omens. Blood miners. That's cool.
Translated from the what to blood what? Mines.
Blood miners or blood mines.
Okay. 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 Oh god. I can't possibly still get to this. Yeah.
Wait, do you think there's a Tarask underneath here? Oh god. Oh, that makes this a lot worse.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just looked up Tarask, and there is probably the scariest picture is the one with the human head.
Dear Lord.
Terrifying.
What?
There's a statue. It looks like a tortoise with a human head.
Tarask. Images. Tortoise with human head.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Pick the one.
Do you mean that one?
No. Keep going.
I mean, that's creepy.
Well, that's probably worse, but because that one has hair. It's this big white statue.
Big white statue? I'm not seeing a big white statue.
Hold on, I'll take a picture of it.
That sounds creepy.
A vacant eye.
Oh, I think I found it.
Weird looking.
I like that one. He looks derpy as fuck. Look at it.
Let's have a look.
What is that?
I don't like it.
Why does it look like someone named
That's horrible.
Sid? It looks like a guy named Sid who works at a CD store in the 80s.
That is horrible.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
You
seeing
see
that one in my
Alien movie
image
on
search for
VHS?
Tarask.
I much rather all the scary monster-looking ones.
Yeah, well, because the Tarask is a creature from French mythology. Weird. I didn't know French had a mythology, but the Tarask, which is, as far as French historical records show, just any monster as long as it's got a shell on its back. Literally, there is no coherent depiction other than it's a thing with a shell on its back. Yeah, that's one of the drawings I've seen of it. It's just funny. It just got a guy in his mouth, just like it looks that picture more like a guy was like just sort of sitting in his mouth and then just leaned back.
Yeah, it just fell.
Like that
Not
Jurassic
been
put
eaten.
no effort into eating it. Someone's just fallen.
He's like, please leave my mouth.
Now you're stuck. Now you get out. I'm choking on.
Jesus Christ. Has Ben become a monkey?
I don't
don't know. This is just Ben. Yeah, so that's what
Yeah.
that's what you discover by looking at this image and remembering your time sat around the campfire with Great Irwin and telling various stories and things like that. Because the ones with big monsters in were
Woohoo.
always your favourite.
Absolutely.
So you. Is there anything else you'd like to do in this sort of alchemy room, or?
Have I had a look at the stuff?
You've tried to determine what some of the stuff is unsuccessfully, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Is there any like books with diagrams or anything?
Yeah, there are a couple of little like books and things around with various sort of notes and stuff in them. There's
Can I
like
look
one of them
for
seems to be
ones?
like a sort of like a handwritten one, and then there's some sort of like annotated, like almost like textbook type ones.
Can I look for ones with pictures in, or like someone's drawn stuff?
Yeah,
Just in case there is.
so you have a flick through, and it's not very often, but there is one with like diagrams in, and you recognize them as like harvesting diagrams of like they're almost like surgical in places of like if you cut frog here, you can reveal this and take out this gland. It seems to like show someone like slicing something up and like removing something. The same with like plants. It talks about like cutting, or it shows like where to cut to like take bits away and stuff like that.
Okay. Boring. Okay, I'll leave.
Okay. Yeah, you head back into the corridor. The next couple of doors you try have to be locked before you get to one with sort of a larger, heavier looking door. As you push your way inside, a sort of waft of heat washes over you as you enter. A warm light sort of like burns throughout the room. You immediately find yourselves in a little armory. You can hear the like sort of little like tink, tink, tink of a hammer going on, and off to one side near this glowing source of light, this large forge, you can see that there is a very wide, broad-chested kobold hunched down over like a small anvil, just working away on a red-hot piece of metal.
Can I go invisible, please?
Yeah, you cast invisibility on yourself.
Mm-hmm. Just so I can walk around here without.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
See.
walk your way around. You can see there are various sort of like pieces of a half-forged project, blades, things like that are in progress. And standing in one corner, there looks to be in a very elaborate and ornate suit of armor in the visage of a dwarf.
Okay. So one corner is the dude doing the forging in the middle.
No, he's off to one side.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like one corner is like where the forge is with the anvil and stuff like that. There's like some like workbenches like around the edge of the room. In the middle, there's like some more with various bits of like project and stuff like piled up on them. like under benches and stuff, you can see like raw materials. And then in another corner, there is this like suit of armor that stands there, and even like the faceplate has this like face and like dwarven like beard as part of like this enormous like helm on its head.
Open the. Is there like a little visor bit?
When you reach to, it doesn't look like there's a visor. It just looks like a complete like helm on its head.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But yeah, it is like
Can I?
complete with features and beard, and it's like very like neatly like braided as well on the beard and stuff. There's a lot of detail in this armor.
The beard is built in.
Into the helm, it looks like, yeah. And it's got very like elaborate like joint work. Like everything is like fully covered. There's no exposed sections underneath like anything.
Okay. Does this? Is it a kobold doing the
Yes,
forging
this is a
stuff?
very broad kobold who's doing the forging.
Does he look like? What does he look like he's making?
He looks like he's forging out a sword or a dagger, like a short sword or a dagger. It's not quite sure.
Is there any other stuff around that looks like he's just made it, or like made it recently, or?
There are a couple of things. There looks like you can spot. There looks like a couple of sort of like weapons off to the side that look like they might be in the final stages, like a sword that just might not need polishing out or anything like that. Nothing looks like very ornate. It looks like mundane and functional. You can see there's like seems to be like a stack of like a small stack of like there's a sword with like the tip broken off. There's like a dagger, and you can see that like the pommels come off, and so like the guard on it is loose and stuff like that. Stuff that would you look at and think that needs repairing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. Okay. I'm scared. Okay, I will leave. I don't know what else to do here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. All right, you head back out. Stix and Klari. Hortensia finishes up your assessments. She makes various notes on your various responses and stuff like that. And it says, well, I think it's about time we got you kitted out. Come, I shall introduce you to Ursus. She takes you down funnily enough, into this room that Arwen has just vacated. Arwen, as you're coming out invisible, you spot this trio of people coming towards you. But there is enough room in the corridor for you to step back and step aside and allow them through. As the three of you enter the armory, you can Hortensia, sort of like lets out a large like shout. At which point, Ursus, you gather, stands up from his hammering and pulls like two big like coiled up plugs of cotton out of his little kobold ears from where he's been hammering away, and turns in your direction. He's like, hello. So, Ursus, I need you to outfit our newest recruits. It's like, yeah, splendid, yes. The standard is like, yes, I'm thinking the martial adept for regulars here, longsword, short sword, hunting dagger, something like that, and then probably a brace of daggers, maybe some throwing daggers as well for Tacitor over here, something from range, as well as probably a light crossbow. You know what you're doing. It's like she's like hands them off. some of the notes that she's written down. It's like, now I have some other things that I must attend to. You are in safe hands with Ursus here. He will get you all kitted out for anything you need, and then you are. Well, don't wander off too far, but you have a few hours to kill before the ceremony this evening. I trust you have all picked your well, where you would like your first scale to go. That's it. Enjoy the day. It is your day after all. I'm sure your parents will be very proud of your achievements. But yes, I have several things to attend to. And she heads off. And Ursus looks at you, this big, wide coverage, says, yes, well, here, why don't you try, and you begin sort of like pulling various things off walls and stuff, and sort of like offering you like different swords to try, sticks, different daggers to try, and very much like the wand scene from Harry Potter. He like gives you sort of like a different sword, sticks, and like gets you to swing it, and it goes no, and like then gives you a different one. It's like better, and stuff like that. And the same with daggers and stuff like that. And then he says, yes, and also I must introduce you to a very important helper of mine. And he speaks a word in Dwarvish, which you recognize, Stix, as awaken. And then this very elaborate suit of armor in the corner, its eyes start glowing, and it like straightens up a little bit, and it's and just like begins to like move around and stomp around, and it's like unauthorized, detected, and he's like, he suddenly jumps in front. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he's like begins to speak some words in Dwarvish, and it's like protocol 1, add, and various things like that. He's like, this is Sentinel. Through some trial and error and some broken bones, I have worked out his programming. And I will now add, what are your names, by the way? Tabitha and Reginald?
Regulus.
Right, yes, sorry. Yes. And he goes through and, like, again, speaks some more words in Dwarvish and, like, almost like programming a command phrase in. He's like, good. He will now recognize you and not kill you on sight. I do tend to keep him powered down for, well, just everyone's safety. He can be a bit wild, doesn't seem to know his own strength, but immensely useful when I need him to swing a hammer at something made of metal very hard. Just don't mind him. Quite harmless. Sometimes. Yes. Yes, but yeah, I shall make sure everything is set up. I shall see if we've got any armor that will fit your measurements, and have that brought to your rooms, ready for your first assignment whenever that comes your way.
Not. Right.
For now, you have, Hortensia said, you have a few hours to enjoy yourselves before the ceremony this evening. Unfortunately, I cannot watch. Well, I could do, but I just find those rings make me so itchy when I'm not in my own skin. So, I'll be back here busying away.
Excellent. And I just turn around and we leave this room. As long as there's as long as he doesn't need to check out measurements or anything, but yeah, just turn around.
Yeah.
Leave.
You have the freedom to go where you will.
So I'm going to head back to the main room where we were, where we left Arwen, essentially.
Okay, yeah, like that's like in the corridor, like just as you come through from the main church, where this lantern is no longer. And what would you have done anything with the lantern, or would you have kept it?
No, I'm holding it.
You're just holding
I'm keeping close to it.
But you are currently invisible at the moment.
Yeah, but it's part of me at the moment.
Yes. Where are you at the moment?
I don't know. I was just walking around. I Was there any more doors?
There were a couple that were locked, but there was not too much more than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go back out to the main sort of corridor. Is there anyone else there?
What you see is someone exits one of the rooms and they lock it behind them, like tucking a key away, and you can see they are in similar robes to you. They are the same sort of green color, but these look to be more. They are tighter, more well-fitting. They've got like a travel pack over their shoulder. They look more, whereas what you've got is sort of quite baggy and ceremonial. What this got seems to be quite functional for sort of day to day. They've got like a travel pack. The hood's like thrown down, and things like that. And they look at you and go, "Oh, hello. Are you new? Sorry, I've been away. Well, I don't spend much time here, but Bernard,
We are doing this.
and he like reaches out a hand towards you to shake, and with these like tighter robes, you can see as like the hand reaches out towards you, there's like a little bit of like green on the forearm that like reaches towards you. It like extends a little bit down like the back of the hand.
I do not go to shake his hand. I just sort of look at it, blank faced, to say, "We are new initiates. Good day."
Well, all right. Well, sure. Places to be, you know, things to do, and sort of like taps his nose like in the sort of like knowing way, as if you're supposed to be in on some kind of secret joke. But
Blank face, no response. I'm playing these twins, weird ass people.
he just kind of like shrugs and like heads through the door, and just, like heads through the door. It's like, well, good luck with the initiation, and just departs, and you are left alone in the corridor for the time being.
Left alone. I'm just gonna.
I would like to go boo in Stix's ear while I am still invisible. I'm invisible myself.
What's the plan here? We have several hours for the
I'm
initiation.
gonna say as well, this whole thing, like the whole like everything is probably taken about an hour and a half. With like sort of the waiting, the creeping around, the like being shown everything. The little test you guys had to do took a fair bit of time. That was probably the biggest chunk.
So how long exactly? Not exactly, but how long do we have until their initiation thing?
Few hours.
So it is the afternoon at this point. You came here in roughly the middle of the day, and you know that the ceremony is in the evening.
Okay.
What's the plan? Are we waiting for this initiation thing? Are we gonna?
I don't think you want to do that.
No.
Otherwise, you'll get scales on you.
Yeah, I don't really want scales on me again. The last time I had green scales over me, things did not end well. So, I think I would rather be.
Let's go find him now.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit of a better idea.
I think.
Yeah, take him by surprise now, I suppose, before everyone gets here. This place looks pretty barren at the minute, and I think if we wait till later on, we're gonna have a lot more people to worry about. So yeah, let's go. Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, wait. Should we like gear up?
Yeah.
At least like give me my bracer.
Yeah.
Shield on it, and maybe could I get? I'm gonna have a ring of protection. Or was it cloak of protection? I can't remember which one it was. This was a ring of protection, right? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so I've already got my belt. I'm going to take back the ring of protection, and I'm going to take back my sword
Mm-hmm.
because I got given a sword. No, I'm gonna take my hand axes and I'm gonna sort of stow them in my cloak. And yeah, obviously my bracer, and I'll try and sort of put the sort of baggy robes over it a little bit so it wouldn't be immediately obvious, but it probably will be obvious at some point. Yeah, I mean, could we like? I mean, I can't wear like plate armor. This is just JJ's way of getting me out of my fucking plate armor.
I mean,
Like,
can't you didn't can't you put the robes on over the top of your normal outfit if they're baggy?
Yeah, but because I mainly wear like, I mean, I could, but I wouldn't be able to do it over my armor because my armor's like wood plate armor. I imagine that would look fairly obvious and pretty
yeah,
vulgar.
Maybe
the
he's like
additional
really
bulk
buff.
provided by Stix's armor would be more apparent underneath the robes.
And it takes 10
Mm.
minutes to put on heavy armor, and I'm not exactly sure we have a whole 10 minutes here for me to just strip off, put some armor on, and back on.
It's up to you. You know, you guys, you're like standing around talking about this at the moment. You know, you were given a room. You know, there are various rooms and things about.
Oh yeah, I suppose we could go into there. I was going to say, Klari, obviously, light armor is pretty quick to put on, and that would definitely be good underneath your cloak. So you could put your arms on underneath the cloak, take back your stuff. And then yeah, I say we just go for it. I say we just find him and find him. Should we try and take the robes? Should we try and take the necklace before attacking him, or just straight up?
I think we try and take the necklace, see if we can.
Yeah.
If we can't, we just attack.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, Clary, you're very good with sleight of hand. Maybe you try and take the necklace. And then I'll be next to you for a dimension door ready. And then when you just get ready to, I don't know, turn into something or get away somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Plan. You know what we could do? There are a bunch of trees around here. We could, if you had the spell slot, just grab it and try and run through one of them trees away and come back in the dead of night. Well, I'm sure that's going to work. Yeah, okay. Plan. Clary, go up, try and grab the necklace. I will ready a dimension door. Arwen, be there for moral support and try and get out ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
Still thinks we're
He still thinks we're initiates.
yeah. So
Go give them a hug.
I was gonna say yeah, actually you can use that to get close to him.
Yeah.
Not just like.
Yeah. Obviously, we're not just going to charge right up to him. What can we say to get close to him? Like,
I'm your biggest fan.
like to say thank you again for this opportunity, kind of thing, or just sort of.
Please, could you sign my breasts?
Approach him, yeah, to say thank you for the opportunity. Like, it's
Oh yeah.
and then I'll like trip. So it goes to like.
The necklace is a big chain, though.
Oh, that's not.
No, like a little necklace, it's like a big chain.
What's this?
Literally grab and pull.
Okay, so we're not trying to do it without him noticing.
No. He is definitely going to notice this. Yeah, go.
As you
Stands
all
behind.
stood around having this conversation in the middle of the corridor, you are all looking at each other. Arwen, you have the highest passive perception. You suddenly notice that someone has appeared at the end of the corridor. They seem to be Well, there is two someones. Two kobolds have emerged. From right at the end of the corridor, you spot them, but you didn't see what door they came out of. And they begin walking or wheeling towards you, a little handcart. And they pause outside the kitchen, or they park up their little handcart outside the kitchen and then go inside. Your conversation continues, and maybe sort of 5 minutes later, they emerge again, this time carrying what looks to be like a large side of beef, like half a cow almost, like between these two struggling little kobolds, and there's like this massive maybe rack of pork ribs or something, and they dump it on top of this little handcart and begin wheeling it back down the corridor away from you.
Half a cow and pork ribs.
Something of that proportion, like a big rack
Oh.
of a big side of meat. The kind of
I
thing
was gonna say,
you see
bloody hell.
hanging up in a freezer in a Rocky movie that he's punching.
Tenderized.
Kind of thing a dragon might eat, or a dragon would definitely eat.
Yeah, they
wouldn't-
wheel it down to they wheel it away from you, and you down towards the end of the corridor, and you guys are free to carry on a conversation.
Oh yeah, and it's fully cooked, this meat, right?
No, it's raw.
Oh, okay. So they are preparing to cook this thing, I reckon, for the Great Wall.
Not necessarily. It's a dragon.
Yeah, dragon needs a massive amount of food.
Yeah, but
Yeah. It doesn't need to be cooked.
Oh yeah,
not
good point.
very cooked.
I don't know. Someone called the Great One who calls himself God. I definitely feel like they.
Or it's for the dragon upstairs.
Oh, that's a good point as well.
Yeah.
That's a good point as well. Maybe just sort of chucked. Could we follow them and see where they're going? I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to waste this opportunity of potentially catching them off guard. But at the same time, I don't want to. I don't want to see what's going on there.
What if I follow these guys, you get the necklace, because you can dimension door with Klari, and I will just be stood around being a numpty.
But my issue is then, what if we fail to grab it and combat starts? Then we're
Oh yeah, true. How far does the ring work?
120 feet.
120 feet, yeah, range of the message spell.
That is shit.
Yeah. Do you think we could have a think about this plan in a quick 5-minute break?
Of course.
Thank you very much.
They'll be right back. All right. So, jumping back in, you guys are in the corridor formulating
Yeah.
a plan.
Are we gonna go after this kobold guy, or are we gonna say no to that and we're gonna just go straight after?
I think we need to go after him, the big man.
Cool. So we head towards back out into the main building. Is there anything any of us have that could be before we do? Is there anything any of us have that could be seen as some kind of gift?
Oh,
I have a dragon coin. Oh,
I
wait,
currently have a lantern.
dragon coin. Fuck's a dragon coin? Tiger shield, dwarven silver bell, reversible mimic plush, bar of holy water, cloak of the mountebank wolf token, bone dagger, stuffed owlbear toy. It's really bad that I can barely read this, and it's on a massive 50-inch TV. Heavy crossbow, green heart shield, set of traveler's gloves, hunting trap. I actually don't have a hunting trap anymore. Rope, bedroll, bad stuff. Okay. Do you have anything that could be seen as a sort of gift? You've got a lot of stuff. You do have an emerald necklace. I can't remember. I don't think so.
I have a platinum tiara.
Yeah, something like that. Just something of value. We could be like, here you go. You have some. You have a pearl. You've got a lot of stuff. Actually. Yeah, you've got an emerald necklace or a pearl. Would you be willing to give either of those up? Huh? Like above, just below wizard's hat. Suit scroll, dancing sword. Yeah, emerald. Because the emerald could be good because the great one emerald. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because we could sort of like I could hold that as a distraction, and then you could go in for the thing.
Was it gonna be weird if I just approach him for no reason? I figured
No, because we're gonna go together. Because I need to dimension door you away once you've got them.
Why no?
So I'm going to approach him and sort of say, we've got this present for you. And then you're going to come in and go, yeah. Because the chance.
It's like because we're just grabbing it.
I feel like it would probably be sleight of hand because you're trying to grab it, pull it off his head.
Does it not have a clasp on the back?
I feel like, do these big chain things have a clasp on the back? Never seen them before. I would assume so. Or like one of them.
Very not use a mage hand to just unclasp the thing, and while you're kind of
Oh yeah, your mage hand's invisible.
And then just catch it.
Yeah,
and
you
then
could,
run
like,
away.
have your mage you could summon your invisible mage hand behind him, unclasp it, and have it like hold it, and then it could literally let go. Yeah, you grab it, and then I grab you, and then poof. I like that.
That's smart.
Yeah,
That's very good.
that's pretty smart. All right, so I'm gonna go out there. So I have this emerald necklace, and we're gonna start walking out. Yes, sort of quote unquote, sort of guided by our guard. Going to walk out into this sort of chapel.
Yes.
I'm going to say,
So as you walk out, you can see Lord Syrinx sat there in his large chair. He's sort of looking at it. He's sort of leaning over and to the side, where you can see Hortensia is stood next to him, just speaking very softly and quietly to him.
okay. Oh, do I lie and say that Hortensia is needed somewhere inside? 'Cause I feel like she could be a powerful cleric. She gives me powerful cleric vibes.
I could say it so it's not weird. I could say another guard needs your assistance.
Yeah.
Because if a new initiate's like, by the way, someone around there said they need you, she'd be like, what the fuck, go away.
Good point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah. So I'd say something like a guard outside needs some assistance with setting up for the ceremony. They don't know what needs to go somewhere. It's a very
Okay.
important piece of something. I don't know.
Make a deception check.
Deception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh no.
I should have given you guidance before we went out here.
Okay, it's not the worst it could have been. But it's not good either.
Can I obviously it's a bit late for me to help, but sort of say something along the lines of honestly, guards these days. I believe he was sorting through some artifact or some such, trying to decide on where they were meant to be taken to. He said you knew something along those lines. I apologize for her. And then try and sort of make my own deception check on top of hers, recognizing that hers doesn't come out necessarily. I mean, 14 is pretty good.
Yes, make your own deception check.
Bear in mind, I'm holding this. I'm holding this. 19. Oh, thank you. Trying to say, Lord Syrax.
Hold on,
If
before you.
Oh,
In
yeah.
response to that, she looks at looks at you as you say this and says, "Very well." She says, "I shall return once I have dealt with this, my lord, and we shall finish our conversation." And she heads off and back and through, leaving you.
I would say, Lord Syrax, may I approach? We have a gift from you, from our family to yours. I know not where my parents are, but they insisted to give this to you personally. And I sort of hold forth this emerald necklace that we got a while ago. I think we got it from. I can't remember. Get it from the Feywild. We find it in there. Or find it. Oh, right.
I don't remember where it came from.
Yeah, he sort of like turns in his chair a little bit and looks at you and says, "Oh, well, your gift should not be for me. I have not done anything. They should be for the Great One. Sit in his array and save it and give it to his worshipfulness this evening. He will be most appreciative then."
So, no. My parents, I believe, are due to arrive with gifts for the Great One. This one specifically is for you and everything you've done for our wonderful city, and for your help in everything that is going on here. They had this specifically.
Oh, that is most kind. I do not recall having specifically aided your family in any great capacity, but your words, your words please me.
And I will, and I guess the both of us will just sort of like slowly sort of approach and sort of show to him. And I'll say, yes, these emeralds, I am assured, are some of the finest in the land, and the links between them, handcrafted by, and just start sort of go on about.
As Stix is talking about that, can I use my invisible mage hand to attempt to undo the necklace?
Yeah, Stix, make a persuasion check, not to like necessarily persuade him, but this is to sort of engage him and determine the level of distraction. With a 19, that is a very good distraction. He is engaged by your flattery. So, Klari, you can make your mage hand check with advantage.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Roll lower than a 25, I believe.
That's a 30.
Okay. So I believe you said your plan was for the mage hand to undo it and hold it in position.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you conjure the mage hand. You feel almost like through the hand as it tries to undo this quite heavy sort of clasp, rather than it being like one of these ones that's just like a little like thing that you pull back and it like open like a little like minuscule carabiner clip that you see on necklaces. It's more of like a heavy. It's like two bits that go together and like screw together to like bear the weight of this large chain. So it's like almost like two little like one bit like screws over the other bit and they are fixed together. But the mage hand is able to slowly manipulate this to allow it to turn, and you eventually feel it fall free.
I am now basically holding my action like, I'm blabbering on about this stuff and showing it to him and sort of telling him a tale of, stuff that, about this necklace and this binary and things like that. And I'm pretty much
Made
like
up the name of some sort of duelist that you might duelist, not duelist, that you might have heard your father mention at some point in the past. And
yeah. And
yeah.
I am holding my action to grab Klari in dimension, basically, for her to give me the go ahead, or for her to reach out and grab the thing and physically be holding it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, we quick save.
Can I grab it to myself?
You can, yeah, but that's concentration, so it counts on the mage hand.
Cool. I guess I will grab it.
Yep.
Nothing more to it.
Nothing more to it. Fuck it. Let's go.
The necklace.
So what are you doing with the mage hand? Are you trying to pull it off him? Are you trying to?
So the mage hand's got it undone.
Yeah, the mage hand's
So
got
it
it.
would
And
it
it's like
just
held.
let. So
Yeah, I guess if it was just
it just lets go as I grab it. Because I'm going to specifically grab the pendant.
yeah.
Like the chain.
Yeah, so if
Okay.
it's just let falls for grab. Grab. A lot of grabbing. Consensual grabbing. Well, maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just so we've got an order of operations, everyone roll initiative. Klari, you can have advantage on your initiative because you know when you're going to act. But it'll be mage hand let go, and he will then feel that, and it'll be whether or not he like reacts and sort of like grabs it as it's sliding down his chest before any of you guys can do anything. You will be delighted to know he rolled a 1.
Yes.
Oh, thank God, because I didn't roll very well.
Okay. So, you release with the mage hand. The necklace begins to slip. I'm not worried about initiative because he's like dead last. So, who's doing what?
So it begins to slip.
I will grab the pendant.
Okay, you like lunge through the air and go to grab the pendant.
And then me being, quite close to him, showing him the necklace, I'm just going to sort of drop this one, I guess. Fuck it, you can have it, or whatever. And
yeah,
I'll.
like, I imagine you've sort of like passed this over, and he's like got it in his hand and is like
Yeah,
admiring it as you're like talking about it.
Yeah, and I'm then, as soon as I see Clary's hands on it, and it's like, the chains falling from his neck, I'm grabbing Clary by the shoulders and Dimension Door, casting, and I can send us 500 feet anywhere. So I'm going to send us to Elvis and Co., which they weren't on this map, were they, like Elvis?
No, they're a little bit further away than that.
Yeah, so I'm going to send us much further back to Elvis.
Okay. Oh, I guess that's Stix and Klari out of the picture. What are you doing? Is he's like, as this necklace drops and you see sort of like the confusion suddenly turn to like rage and anger in like a split second over his face. What are you doing?
I would like to run away because I was kind of stood back here, like at the corner.
Okay, so you're a little bit. You're just going to run.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away.
So just dash and action dash.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. On his turn, as
Wait, how far away is Elvis and everyone?
probably between 50 and 100 feet.
And how far do I dash?
My
movement
your
speed.
movement speed.
So I've gone 80 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you guys were close enough that you could see sort of, reasonably well what was going on. And you watch. Well, none of you watch, but if you were watching, you would see the large figure of Lord Syrax begins to twist and grow even larger. The man disappears, and in his place is an enormously fat emerald dragon. I had to work really hard to find a picture of a tubby dragon to use as a token. I couldn't find a good enough picture of, I think it's Thunderchod, the one from
I love him.
I couldn't find a good enough picture of him to use as a token where there wasn't like a load of extra stuff going on in the picture, or when it wasn't just a really ugly plushie.
I love ugly.
And then I was gonna alter the colors on it and stuff like that, but
Oh my god, look at him.
Ben, did you just pull back a blanket to reveal an ugly plushie?
Huh? Yeah.
I think that's the cutest Pikachu I ever
It
did
looks like he's
see.
holding in a fart.
It's so round.
He's like,
He's holding in many farts.
He's holding everything in.
I saw him on eBay for like a $5 and I immediately bought him.
I love him. He's so adorable.
This is like the brief second before Pikachu says Pikachu and unleashes like a massive lightning bolt or some shit.
yeah.
Like, in this
Although I feel like when he unleashes that lightning bolt, there's going to be like an equal opposite reaction of lightning bolt forwards and something else is going back.
lightning forward, thunder at the back.
Oh no.
Yes, but for those that would be in the vicinity, you see this enormous, and it is not quite. It takes him, he moves slowly, like clambering to its feet, and there is enough room in here for him to like spread his wings, and he like half like runs a little bit and then like takes to the
Oh
begins like
no!
taking to the air and begins flying. So what's that? 5, 10.
Oh.
He's got to be low on stamina.
Yeah, this guy.
He's going to move like 6 feet.
Come back!
And yeah, he begins to fly out of the camp with this roar of rage that echoes off the surrounding stone, almost like magnified as if this opening is like a giant maw in and of itself. This thunderous roar bellows out. Come back. You will suffer.
Oh no.
No!
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you
You
doing?
keep moving him.
What are you doing to my boy?
Oh God, no! How do I go back? Looks like shit.
Trying to draw googly eyes on him.
Yeah, I'm trying to draw googly eyes on him.
Uh,
Look at him!
You can tell we are not. I swear to God, if this thing fucking TPKs us, I won't even be mad. Although, I will be mad because it'll be the second green dragon that's killed us.
I
the
know.
emerald
I
dragon
can't
is
believe
fine.
all the green ones are such dick.
Also, technically, the green one didn't kill you. Technically, the green one's minions killed you.
Potato. If you've ever
Is
seen
it?
a revenge action movie, it's always like some henchman kills the guy, but the hero goes after the big bad of the thing.
Where are we?
So we need to now, I think. So we're away. I don't know where the fuck. Giving it a red. Wait.
You're only making it worse.
I got a fun idea.
I'm crying. Look at it.
Oh, JJ just adding D8 as damage.
This is abuse. I will not stand for this for my scary dragon boss. You will not put him in a tutu, damn it, and a tiara. Oh dear.
This entire time I've been thinking, oh, this great one, oh fuck, he's gonna die. I did not expect us to be next to the.
You did not expect a big fat dragon.
No,
Did not. Oh God.
no, because I was so going off the picture in Fizban's where it's like this live, creepy thing. No.
Nope. He's a big fatty. Alright. Just for the sake of it, I have clustered you guys on like right in the bottom corner of the map. Just so we've got a bit of sense of proportions of where things are going.
All right, cool. Hold on. I gotta take a photo of that.
I've already set it as a group picture.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's a new bit. Oh wait, hold on.
Anyone out there who just happens to come across this and wonders what it's like to DM, you build elaborate plans, you make a scary boss, and your players spend 10 minutes drawing a tutu and googly eyes on it and just laughing. And all your hard work is all the atmospheric work you could possibly do is just out the window because your players are on a silly. And that is the essence of D&D,
No.
and I wouldn't have it any other way.
There we go. He's perfect.
Because yes, I did start all of this by making a really fat dragon token, so
Now he can't move though, because if he moves, all of our hard work goes away. And
no, it's all right.
I will cry.
I can grab it and move it all at once.
Oh my god, perfect.
The issue is if we on any other map, it won't be there.
I'm really hoping
Oh
the
my-
counter takes us into next session because we're all going to forget about this.
Just wait for this open up. Oh, that's.
We're all in the same room.
Like, it's going to attack us. We're going to be clicking down our health. We're going to get to like 0 HP, but we're still laughing.
Huh?
I worry that's the only reason JJ's letting us go away.
Yeah.
Anyway, I sent a nice meme to the group chat during the break that I thought you might all appreciate.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I saw that. Those.
So, over to you guys. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I guess we're 500 feet away, so I guess we can't really tell where Arwen is.
Well, Stix, Hugo and Elvis are not 500 feet away.
Right.
They're
How
between 80 and 100, or 50 and 100 or something.
Yeah, I've kind of just chucked them on the map there as sort of like an approximate, like, because you would have needed to be like close enough to kind of see what was going on.
yeah, I suppose. Right, so I immediately then pull down Elvis, jump on Elvis, and I guess fly, but no one can fly with me unless that makes Elvis. It's going to make Elvis really slow.
Where are you going?
To basically fly around and see if there's another way into this place, because the dragon surely has to have another way in. There's no door big enough for a dragon here, and they said before when we first came here that the dragon flies down and lands on this perch place. So I'm going to assume
Okay.
there is another way in, possibly at the top and
Okay.
rounds. So that's what I would like to do. The only problem is flying, because it's the middle of the day, so Klari can't fly.
It's fine. Give me a minute.
But I guess Arwen can fly and probably pick up Klari. So, assuming that, I'm going to, just hop on Elvis. Go up. Elvis
Okay.
is a flying 80 feet. So, with the dash, I'm just going to go up and try and look around the massive, tall spire and see if I can see any other way in. That's my general thing right now. Because I'm also thinking if we can try and sort of fly away and get to a place where we can fight him on our own, that'd be a bit better as well. Like if we went just to a random field. Yeah. But
Kobolds can't fly, can they? No. They haven't got wings.
I don't think so. I mean, I think there is such thing as winged kobolds that we've seen before. Base. Don't think fly.
But none of them had wings.
It fell. I don't think
As
so.
I've said before, this spire is like mountainous in proportions in terms of height.
I know.
So you are looking at thousands of feet to get near the top.
Yes. Thinking about it, stealthier approach would have been a lot better. Because
Okay.
could we? Oh, I've just thought of an idea. Could we have given? Oh my god! Oh, could we have given right? Just a brief plan I've just thought of in my head. Could we have had could we have had like an R2D2/C3PO episode where we face the dragon and Elvis, Hugo, and Ruka go off and find the other dragon in the lair?
Sorry, my internet went blip.
I thought, could we like face the dragon? And do you think while we're trying to face the dragon, we entrust our 3 familiars to go and get the dragon out?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking anyway, it might be to give.
Elvis has a flight speed of 80.
Then I thought Elvis, he was like.
He can, and he's fucking cool. You can, yeah.
Wait, how fast can Ruka fly?
60 feet. She's gonna end up being the shortest. I thought that was pretty fast.
How fast
Hugo can. Hugo flies 40 feet.
Well, Hugo can get on Elvis.
He'd be a speedy boy. Although he can double dash.
Hugo
Oh,
can fly,
yeah.
like normally a dragon of Hugo's size would be able to fly faster, but I thought it would be slightly unbalanced to give your sidekick a fly speed of like 80 feet, especially as they've got, as Abby says, the ability to double dash and stuff. So I nerfed him slightly to 40 to make him a sidekick.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, do we want to do that? And I mean, the only problem is that the dragon can fly as well. So if these things are flying away.
Yeah, but if we kind of distract him, I mean, we're the threat, really.
Yeah.
If they run somewhere else and then fly up.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with this sort of hindsight. We get back. I am going to put, because inside of Elvis, right? Obviously, there is some kind of digestive system inside of Elvis. He does need to eat for the sometimes ish. Although I like to think he photosynthesizes. But anyway, Elvis, I'm just gonna say, or at least I'm just gonna throw them or give them, maybe Hugo or Elvis or whoever, the necklace.
I have it.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, you have it. Sorry, yeah.
But Ruka also has fly eye.
Oh yes.
She won't provoke opportunities. I think maybe giving to her.
What's the
And then
plan?
it'll be
That's
all that she.
in the heat of battle. What we doing?
Yeah. Who you giving the necklace to? Ruka. Ruka has the necklace. I'm going to. I guess then, what are you telling Ruka to do?
Are they taking straight to the dragon?
Is that our plan? We all happy with that plan? Cool. Take it to the dragon inside the thing, Ruka.
It's the pendant that's important.
Yeah. The pendant is what can unlock the chains.
Just to make it real clear, Ruka is holding the pendant.
Yes.
Not the chain. So that whenever the pendant falls off the chain, she's holding the pendant.
It is a singular piece of jewelry. It's fine. It's
I
not
have a
like
question.
there is a chain with a thing hung on it. It is like the whole thing. This is like the way it's set up is it's supposed to look like an ornamental gem is like the centerpiece to this like elaborate gold chain. So if you are holding it, it would take a significant amount of force to break, because if you guys were going to tug it off, I had a number in mind as a strength check to just rip it.
I see.
Well, that makes sense. I thought it was like pendant hanging on the chain.
Question for DM.
Yes.
We worked out what the necklace did. Did we have to destroy it, or did we have to bring it to her?
I thought we had to bring.
Yes, you worked out that basically it works in pairs, and it is distance between the pairs. And so if you bring it to them, then they can go anywhere.
And if we bring the necklace to them, we can take the necklace off of her, yeah?
You would assume that there would need to be some method of removing it. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Because I think you said, like, there's without these necklaces far apart, there's like chains that basically attach them like a dog on a stick.
Yeah.
Dog on a
That's
post.
cool. I just wanted to make sure
Cool.
that we were.
So Ruka has the pendant. You're ordering
Yeah.
Ruka, Hugo, and Elvis to stealth infiltrate and find the amethyst dragon.
Yeah.
I did
Hugo
not have
is
that
going
on my,
to use
on my
his
DM checklist
his
for this evening.
dragony-ness to find him.
I
Her.
guess I'm planning a familiars heist or like dungeon crawl next session.
Yay!
Takes notes, dumps in bin.
Practically, literally, just shit all over.
Yeah, the entire arc. It's just the entire arc. We have taken what JJ's thrown in front of us and gone, nah. Let's do this other.
We've turned the token of this, like, semi-big boss into Harry with his tits out. Then been like, fuck you and all your plans. Doing this. Yeah. It's not a little bit.
Right. What are the three of you doing then? If you've
So
given
then the
this
three
order-
of us, I am asking Arwen to pull out. Wait, no, Arwen's over there. So then, with us over, we've just given the thing away. I'm then running back to Arwen. I'm pulling out one of my hand axes from. I'm pulling out both of my hand axes from my thing. I'm fucking raring for a fight, and I'm getting ready for it to get close to us because it's a big thing. I'm gonna try and Misty Step on his back.
Is this like another round of initiative? Do we have an action?
Yeah. You guys can all have.
I'm wearing no armor.
Do I have my normal piece?
Yeah. Because
What's your AC?
My AC right now would be 10
Dex.
plus Dex plus 1 because I'm wearing my ring of protection. So it'd be 10
plus 1
plus
again because you've got your bracer on.
Oh, plus 1 again because I got my bracer on. Would you allow that bracer to count as armor for defense, fighting style?
Go on then. Only because it probably brings up. Yeah, because it probably brings up to like 15 instead of like 14.
AC of 15.
Checks modifier to hit. I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be fine either way. But then if I pulled out my thing, that'd be 17. Which okay, 17 AC without any armor on. Pretty good.
Okay. Your companions have their orders. They prepare to dash away through the woods, through the trees. Stix, do you want to place yourself where you like rush out to, Stix? Trying to be like the center of attention.
Yeah. Yeah, can I take the...
Are you... Is it...
Well, JJ just said for me to place myself where I'm sort of running out to, so
Oh,
I guess I'm sort of 15, 12, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I suppose like there. And I'm just sort of shouting and being like, "Go on, then! You think you're so great." The lady, the lady. I know, my God, Zuriel.
Jesus.
I'm getting confused, right? Because Baldur's Gate character is called Zalia. Then there's the demon princess lady Zariel, and then there's Zuriel, my goddess, and it's all just very complicated.
Are you sure they're not the same person?
You know what? That is literally only just crossed my mind, and that would be both terrifying.
yeah.
I've thought that for weeks. Oops.
JJ's like, well, that's happening now. Because Zuriel,
PM is listening to your plans, to your theories.
Zuriel is meant to be some kind of great warrior, though. But we've met her because she's also amorous.
Hmm.
So I don't think it's Zuriel's the chain goddess person. Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing?
What's Arwen's AC?
18.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. What's mine? 18. Right?
18.
Mine
Yeah.
is 17. So that's helpful.
I want to try something in this fight.
Okay.
And I'm excited.
Go for it.
Well, are we in initiative? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, well, kind of loosey-goosey giving you guys a bit of a combined turn here.
Well, this turn I'm just doing whatever. I'm just waiting for someone else to start it. Kick it all off.
Well, as far as I'm aware, you've just moved, so you still have your action.
Yeah. Oh, fun. Sorry, I keep looking at him. What are these grey things?
So the grey things are plinths that there are like dragon statues on, and they're like the prancing horse statues that you see where they've got like one of the front claws is up.
Mm-hmm. Is it action to climb, or is it just movement to climb?
It's part of your movement.
And how tall is he?
He is a huge creature.
Okay. And Stix, are you trying to get on him?
I'm trying to get up close to him.
Can I try something really quickly before you get on top of him?
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to get to him this round, so.
Okay. So where was I? I was about here.
You were on the
probably.
opposite side of that pillar to Stix.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then can I climb up?
It uses
this?
your movement to climb. So you've already gone 40 feet, you can't climb any higher.
Oh. Can I not use an action to climb?
You can use your action to dash, which would give you more movement and allow you to climb.
Can I dash up the statue, please?
Yeah, there's like like one of the leg joints and things and the wings, so there's lots of and spines, so there's lots of convenient things for you to like step on in the handhold to climb your way on top of the statue. Yeah.
Perfect. I am on the statue now.
Okay. And then I think I just leave Klari, and then we'll I'll do his turn and we'll drop into a proper initiative after that.
I am going to cast Blur on myself.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
And I am going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, and hide in the tree.
Hide
Sure.
in the tree.
I use bonus action hide. So.
Okie dokie. Is there a good token for blur? Not really. There's not one that shows multiple things. What about this one that's a swirly whirly thing? That'll do. Something's happening with Klari. Okay, make a stealth check for me. Okay.
Oh, no.
Alright, that is his turn. So, as Arwen rushes and climbs the statue, Stix does his thing. He is going to swoops forwards with his wings, opens his mouth wide, and just roars. And this wave of sort of like purplish energy washes out in a great cone, a 60-foot cone. Can all of you make intelligence saving throws, please?
Oh, fuck. The future.
Oh,
No. Yeah, for future against this guy, I think we need to be close to me. My bonuses.
I was thinking we should maybe not work together.
Oh, 21.
So that is a pass for Arwen, a fail for Klari, and a pass for Stix. So Klari, you take 41 psychic damage. And until the end of your next turn, you need to subtract a d6 from any attack roll or ability check you make.
Oh,
And Arwen and Stix, you both take 21 psychic damage.
ew. Why?
Because he used his disorientating breath upon you all. And you can see up close, and you can all see now, as this draconic form has emerged, across the chest there are the same 3 runes you saw on the sleeping Lord Syrax, etched large and bright and glowing upon the chest. But that is his turn. So we're going to drop into a proper initiative, probably do a round of this, I reckon, and then call an end to the session. Arwen, you are up first.
Okay. If I jump, am I going to get slightly above him? Like, would I be taller than him?
It would require an athletics check to gain the required height and would depend on the result.
Athletics. Athletics. Do I have anything that will help me with my athletics? This is very important. I must check everything. Hold on.
Where you are second after Arwen, followed up
Don't
by
think I do.
Stix.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to pray. Please.
Eesh.
It is Are you trying to Are you trying to go straight up, or are you trying to get on top?
Yeah.
Of him? You want to go?
No. Just go straight up.
Okay.
I just want to go straight up.
It's touch and go. You're about level. I'll say.
Can I jump again?
Yes.
Please?
If you use your bonus action and half your movement.
I still have my action.
Yes.
Okay. Come on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So like before, you just tried to like jump off the back, whereas you sort of land and you have to like catch yourself and like you run sort of like up the spines of the back and kick off the head this time to get a bit more height. What are you trying?
Oh, you're gonna tell us like a whale or some shit.
I polymorph into a whale.
Wait, you're not on. Oh, are you jumping straight up or like across?
I'm jumping straight up. I will expand to 70 feet and I will land on him. I will land on him.
Okay. So what is a whale's size? Like what in D&D? What is a whale's size?
I
would assume gargantuan.
He's fucking huge.
He's huge.
Gargantuan beast.
Okay, a gargantuan beast, right? So, I'll put you in a square, and then we'll go boop 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 boop.
Yeah, that would again
Land on him.
be mostly over.
Okay, what is the damage of a whale power bomb?
We don't know. He's
Neither
very
do
big.
There are in the DMG, I believe there are things like creatures of a certain size landing on stuff, and I think, don't trust me on it, but I think it's like a D6 per size of creature. Seeing like a medium's 1d6, large 2d6. Maybe that's a bit low. I don't know, but.
Right, is there anything under falling? That seems to be probably the best place to look. Falling net trap? No. These are the things they don't train you for in DM school.
I believe there's rules in Tasha's. Just looked up, and someone on Reddit said there's falling on other creatures rule in Tasha's.
Falling on other creatures rules in Tasha's. Where's my book of Tasha's? Where is my cauldron of everything? Where is my cauldron of everything?
I don't know.
Modern kind of xanthas.
So if a creature falls into the space of a second creature and neither of them is tiny, the second creature must succeed in a DC 15 Dex save or be impacted by the falling creature, and any damage resulting from the fall is divided evenly between them. The impacted creature is also not prone unless its two or more sides is larger than the falling creature.
A whale landing on your head is going to make you squashed.
Agreed. This is so. I found online what it officially, the optional rule from Tasha's about it, and I'll put it in the chat. It doesn't say anything about damage, unfortunately. It just says about
on. I don't.
That because the only thing it says about damage, rather annoyingly, is and any damage resulting from the fall is divided evenly between them. So it doesn't tell you how much fucking damage is meant to do.
Okay, hold on. There might be something. Just a thought. Where are my trap rules? In the DMG. Traps. Traps. 120. Because there might be some sort of falling trap that I can extrapolate from. 120 traps. Collapsing roof. That seems like a good start. Poison darts, poison needle, rolling sphere. Let's try collapsing roof. Okay. Oh, I know there are traps in Tashes, and I can't find my book of Tashes. Fuck's sake. I'll have to find that later. I might have taken that somewhere else to read. So, fuck it. Arwen, roll me.
What's that spell where you throw things at someone?
Catapult.
Yeah, because doesn't that have a size thing of if you cast it at a higher level, it increases the damage, and you can also increase the size.
Good question. Catapult. 5e.
Don't know.
Spell. When you cast a spell, you use spell slot of higher, the maximum weight of the object increases by 5 pounds, and damage increases by 1d8 for each spell slot of a first.
So you could say,
And
I don't know.
Let's see if he can make a dex save first. 11. So I'm going with no. The whale catches him off guard.
I think it would catch anyone off guard.
I think a massive whale.
He's flying, so Arwen's
If you
got at
want
least...
context,
Yes.
if you want context, a tail attack for
the whale?
Whale
Yeah.
is 3d6 plus 8 damage, bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
but just for the tail.
Okay. So
That's not even
Arwen's got to have
for this.
plus the statue, Arwen's got to have been at least 30 feet in the air. He was flying reasonably low to the ground. So let's say 30 feet. We'll do... he's failed his dex save, so 3d8. Arwen roll 3d8 plus 6 plus... Let's say a d12 for every 10 plus 3d12 for whale powerbomb. So 3d8 plus 8 plus 3d12 for whale powerbomb. So 16 plus 37 damage.
That's not bad.
You know what? It was fun.
I mean,
I'm happy it
you
happened.
want to say that the whale is now like is it
on top of him?
Is the dragon on the ground? The whale is like on top of him.
I will say he is restrained by the whale, like partially under the whale, and will have to make a strength check on his turn to escape, like a grapple, yes.
Okay. That's excellent, because if it's on the ground, I can get him.
What was that? It was 37 damage, so...
Well, is in the last one. God, what just happened?
I said one could say that we are about to wail on him.
Hey!
We are on fire.
We are on fire.
It's okay, I have water to put us out.
Okay, that's Arwen's turn, I'm guessing, because I'm gonna say this now: whale can't fucking move on land. It's a whale.
Can roll.
Does a whale actually have a speed in its stat?
It has a swim speed. It has no other speed.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can't hit this.
Klari, what would you like to do?
What? It's just
Arwen has just powerbombed a dragon as a whale.
I've always wanted to do that.
I've always wanted to use that spell.
Oh, well, I'm happy now. Oh.
That was fucking excellent. So, so what have we ruined for JJ today? We've ruined his token, we've ruined his plans for the lair, and also we've dropped a whale on his big bad guy.
Oh.
This-
It is fun,
So-called
guys.
god.
What's this? He's got a
You
ninth level
love
spell all of a sudden?
No.
I'm just imagining all these clerics looking on at all of this, being like, he'll do his god thing in a moment, right? he'll do a god. So, the JJ might
Oh.
fucking beastly. I can't remember off the top of my head the legendary actions for a Emerald Dragon, but JJ might have given this thing some beastly shit. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm looking forward to playing Elvis and just going. Really fast.
Indeed. Klari, what are you doing at this time?
D6 from every attack roll ability check. But this thing is restrained, so you get advantage on it. No.
something. Okay, I am going to have this somewhere. 15, 20, 25, 40, within 60 feet, that's fine. I'm going to cast Command. I'm hidden, so he has disadvantage because I have Magical Ambush.
Okay. I am not aware of that, but that's not a feature I'm familiar with, but sure.
Just JJ just suddenly back.
Yeah. Get out to
Money?
ambush. I got from level 9 of Arcane Trickster, and I just haven't found an appropriate time to use it.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you are hidden from a creature when you spell on it. The creature has disadvantage on any saving throw it makes against the spell this turn. It has to make a Wisdom saving throw. The DC is 16, and I am going to tell him it's a one-word command, so I'm just going to say, "Stay."
Stay. Okay. A wisdom save. He has advantage on spell saves against, or saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So this is a straight roll for him. Wisdom save. That is a 25.
Down it.
Oh, that would have been so good.
That was really cool, though.
Her voice goes, "Stay."
Whilst trapped underneath the whale, and he just goes, "Yeah, I
What
wasn't."
am I gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, it needs to be like a creature you can hear, so I imagine this is almost like him just roaring and raging underneath Arwen so hard that he just can't even hear the words right now. You've stolen his
Worth a
necklace.
He's
You've
gross.
ruined the ceremony. You've powerbombed him with a whale.
He's been a really bad day. Almost filled. I will then pass. Wait, no, can I? I can't do it because I did a spell. I can't
Yeah,
do
you
either word, can I? So, can I have a potion?
Yeah. Potions.
Regular potion of healing. Put the new one in?
Yeah. Also got 3 other potions of healing
potion of
above.
healing. It's like, oh yeah, cool. That's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Drink one. I will drink a potion of healing. How does that work?
Just 2d4 plus 2.
Have you taken damage?
Yeah, you did a big wah.
Oh, yes, I did a big
You
wah.
took damage.
I've forgotten that. The powerbombing whale distracted me somewhat. I was trying to remember
Don't know
when
why.
when some sort of fight took place before this. I was like, "What's going on?" It's like, "Oh yeah, powerbomb whale distracted me." I did my cool thing, and then Arwen just outcooled me by like 10 times. Yeah, no, that's just a bonus action. At the end of your turn, he is going to take a legendary action.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
He's
He is
under a
going to use
whale.
Emerald Embers for 2 actions.
Ooh.
He creates a dancing mote of green flames around a creature it can see within 60 feet of it. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take some damage. Arwen, that's going to be you!
Hi.
Make a dex save as a whale that can't move on land.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to roll off him.
What is
I
dexterity
don't
of
use
whale?
my own dex, do I?
No,
Yeah.
use the whales.
I don't know if the whale just starts doing the fucking worm on top of it.
Well, that's a 1.
So that's a fail. You are going to take some fire damage.
Aww.
10.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, because it comes. So this comes out of the.
You take
The
29
whale.
fire damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know, like a whale. That's pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stix.
Stix is going to charge this motherfucker. So he's going to run in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. But then going to use a bonus action to Misty Step here. So I'm sort of. Is Arwen. So obviously, so where I am, if I was to teleport to that thing there, that's technically on his token, where would that be on his body?
That would be like a hind leg.
Hind leg, excellent. So
Butt
I
region.
Misty Step. But I teleport up. I land on the butt region. You know, using my sort of like hand axes to keep me steady. I go, and then I'm just gonna go in for 2 attacks. It's
In? I hope not.
yeah, I'm going in. No, I'm not going in. That's gross, Ben. But I'm gonna make 2 advantage.
Ooh.
12, I'm assuming doesn't hit, but a 26.
26 will hit, yes.
I'm looking for a crit with these whenever. That's 10
You
slashing.
got a critical 1.
10 slashing plus 7 radiant plus, because I haven't done it in an alarming amount of sessions, I'm going to do a 3rd level divine smite. So that's 2, 3, 4 d8. 4 plus 24, so that's 34, 41 damage. As I just, hey, slam, slam. And with that second attack, I sort of almost like sort of bracing myself to try and stay on it. But yeah, that's movement, bonus action, whack, done.
Okay. And now his turn.
Oh god.
So he is going to make a strength check to try and break out from underneath the whale. Where is my d20? Why are you over there?
He's done some decent damage. I don't know if I want to kill him. He is God to be useful. I would feel very,
It's
very
an
bad.
annoying number. I don't think that's going to do it. I think he's like struggling and thrashing. But yeah, he's not going to make it out. So he is going to attack the only thing that he can, which is the whale. At this point in time, so he's going to make 3 attacks against the whale. What is a whale's AC?
13.
Okay, basically, as long as he doesn't roll a 1, he'll be fine. He rolled a 1!
Woohoo!
So only 2 of those attacks are going to hit. So the D10 apparently. So, God damn. Better damage, please. Oh my god. 5, 12, 18. So you take 12 piercing damage and 6 psychic damage from the bite. And then one of... I guess it makes sense. He can only attack with one of the claws because the other one has a whale on it. So you take 15 damage from the claw. At the end of his turn, can someone roll a d6 for me, please?
I gotcha.
Oh, perfect. Although it's difficult to see, Clary's probably maybe the only one with a clear view of this. There is like a glow within the like throat and chest that like comes back. You see it like sort of like ripples up the throat. Similar, you saw the same glow when he unleashed this psionic disorientating breath weapon upon you, and then it like died away. It has returned. So you would probably think his breath weapon has recharged. Well, given the whale shenanigans, I think it is good to call that there at the end of a session. And we shall find out what happens next week.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Bye-bye.
My boy.
Oh, fucking whale powerbomb.